NCEA Chinese Level 3, Characters and Compounds, Unit 12. Brought to you by NZ Chinese Classroom. 大家好，我是安利老师. Just a few reminders before we start. Make sure that you repeat after me, even if you whisper, if you're conscious about people around you. Take note of the example sentences and pause before I give the translation, and write down any questions that you have so that you can discuss them with your teacher in class. 我们开始吧。旧. So this means old or used. You can see the sun reticle in there. When books get sun damaged, they look really old. And maybe that line on the left there, you might think of a whole bunch of books lining up in a bookshelf. So not necessarily books, but could be other things. So 这本书很旧，大概有200多年. So this book is very old, approximately 200 years old. More than 200 years old. So this 大概, approximately. So this book is very old, approximately 200 years old. So this 旧 can mean like really ancient, but it doesn't have to be too old. So 旧衣服, old clothes. 明天穿旧衣服，因为我们会去爬山. So tomorrow wear some old clothes because we might climb a hill, climb a mountain. So these old clothes, like used clothes, what you would go out on a farm if you're going to get all muddy or climb a mountain. So not necessarily like ancient. Okay, 考. What reticles do you notice here? On the left-hand side, we've got the fire reticle, and then this gives the sound from 考试, test. But 烤, this means roast or to roast. So 我很喜欢烤肉，特别喜欢烤羊. So I really like roast meat, especially roast lamb or roast sheep. So this 烤肉 can also mean barbecue. I really like barbecue. Okay, 烤鸭. What is the 鸭? 鸭子 is a duck. You can see the bird reticle in there. 烤鸭, roast duck. 你吃过北京烤鸭吗？我吃过北京很多次。我在北京吃过北京烤鸭，很好吃。你呢？ So, have you eaten Beijing roast duck before? Okay, this one has two pronunciations, and the mouth reticle on the left-hand side gives it away that it's it's an onomatopoeia, it's a sound word. So this can be pronounced ke, as in like a cough, or hai, as like the sound of sighing. So, hai, 我很累啊. So it's just a sound word. And has that reticle in it from like 应该, that guy bit. So that's where the sound comes from, and the hai from the mouth reticle. Alright, so the other pronunciation, 咳, second tone, 咳嗽. And this means to cough, 咳嗽, and they both have mouth reticles in it. So 今天上午我咳嗽，所以我不能去游泳. So this morning I had a cough, so I couldn't go swimming. Stink. Alright, so you've seen this one before as 空, or 空. So 空 first tone, or 空 fourth tone. Fourth tone, it means like empty time, empty space as well. So 你有空吗? Do you have spare time? Do you have some free time? And 空, first tone is like empty area. So let's look at the compound 空间. This means empty space. Or it can mean outer space. Okay, 这个房子的空间很大. So this house's the space in this house is very, very big, or this house is very roomy, you might say. Okay, 口. So you know this one is a measure word for family members. And 我家有6口人. My family has 6 people. Here is another one, a compound. So 口语. You know both of these characters. But do you know that this means like spoken language, and the mouth gives it away? You speak it. So does spoken language or colloquial language, like slang, I guess. 如果你想说好中文，就应该练习口语。So if you want to speak good Chinese, then you should practice 口语. I said 口语 because it's quite a distinctive Chinese word for colloquial language. So if you really want to speak Chinese like a native speaker, go and learn some 口语, especially like some idioms or some sayings that are quite common, and Chinese people will be very excited that you're using it. All right, 快. Won't see it by itself, but good old 筷子, chopsticks. You can see the bamboo reticle at the top and the sound at the bottom, 快. 中国人和日本人都用筷子吃饭. Chinese people and Japanese people both use chopsticks to eat. All right, 辣, 辣. So this is spicy, hot, in a spicy way. 我不能吃辣的. I can't eat spicy. Does that make sense in English? So we don't have the noun after this. We could say 我不能吃辣的东西 or 不能吃辣的烤鸭. I can't eat spicy roast duck. But we can just leave out the noun at the end, and it just means can't eat spicy things. It's implied. All right, 太辣了, too spicy. If you're not a fan of spice, this is a great phrase to know. 有人觉得中餐太辣了. Some people think that Chinese food is too spicy. 你呢? 你喜欢吃辣的吗? Okay, 离. We've learnt this one in this context. 我的家离学校不太远. So a place from a place, and then is it close or far? Near or far? So the sentence is my home from the school is not too far. My home is not too far from the school, we would say in English. Okay, a couple of compounds. 离别, this means to part from. This is like 离开, to leave from, but this is a bit more of a formal word. 她18岁的时候离别家乡. So when she was 18 years old, she parted from her hometown. 家乡 means hometown. 你的家乡在哪儿? 我的家乡在基督城. My hometown is Christchurch. Okay, 分离. Another word for this is 分开, to separate. 分离 is a bit more of a formal word. You won't often see these words, but they're on the list. 如果孩子和爸爸妈妈分离，对孩子很不好. So, if the child and the parents are separated, it is not very good for the child. So this is talking about if the child's taken away from the parents or something like that. So, to separate. It's a bit more of a formal word. All right. To follow up, write down any questions that you have, get onto Quizlet to practice these words, complete the listening activity for this week, any grammar activities, and prepare for the unit test. Until next time, 再见.